changes have been made. I mean, what does Barnesville need to do? It's going to be interesting what comes here today, because obviously Barnesville being the favorite, still, you never know how this is going to go, so we want everybody to go out there and give their best efforts, and we're going to see what this brings.
A couple weeks ago, you saw a little bit of kind of a passing and a balanced offense for Frazee, able to throw intermediate routes and able to keep the chains moving, keeping the ball out of this high-potent Barnesville power T offense. We'll see if they can do that again today. It really kind of changed, the whole game changed around a block punt to start the second half, so obviously special teams turnovers, that is kind of the difference in games like these.
It really is, because the dynamics. I mean, it was just a different weather, that night too. So today, conditions are a little more favorable for that type of offense, that type of setting. So you could see more aerial stuff here. So I guess we'll see.
So we're getting ready here to go, just about ready for kickoff here as we kind of go through some of the starters. Obviously, one of the big factors, it's going to be the last home game for all these seniors for the Barnesville Trojans, and one of those guys is going to be Gannon Bulgreen, the quarterback who's done so much. You go back to that state championship win as a sophomore. He fills in for Zach Bredman, who got dinged up late in the fourth quarter as a starting quarterback. He was able to run for a 4th and 16. No matter what happens today or beyond, he's really cemented as far as legacy as Barnesville athletics already.
100%. That kid is just, when it comes to defining an athlete, that is that kid. He's one of those kids that excels in any sport, whether it's football, basketball, baseball. You could put him in any sport that he's probably never played before, and he's just going to have success. And besides that, he's even a better kid than he is an athlete.
And leadership, no doubt. That's one of the biggest things is what he brings as a captain leader is going to be obviously key for them to keep on rolling if they want to go and get to their aspirations to get to the state tournament if they can win today, and also coming up next week against the winner of a very good game over at Pelican Rapids between the Nuggets and the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Holly and Pelican going at it again. Pelican had a pretty good lead at the start of the game, and Holly inched back in the regular season matchup. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. A lot of teams familiar with each other in the old Heart of Lakes Conference type of days. It's amazing.
That is correct. And that's just it. When you got these teams in the 8AA competition here, we know each other. We've seen each other a lot over the years. It's going to get physical. I think there's going to be it's just going to be one of those games that's going to just dig in and dig deep.
No doubt up front is going to be a big difference, and a big loss today for the Barnesville Trojans. Carson Smith not able to go, got a little dinged up last week, and as Coach Strand said in the Essential Health pregame show, does look like hopefully he will be able to make it to the championship game if they can win today, but that's a big loss. That's a big body on the outside.
Well, that's just it. The way to utilize a player of that size and magnitude is important on the different things that they're bringing on, whether you're on second down, third down, fourth down, depends on what type of offense they need to set up in that scoring or looking for that first down.
So here we go, about ready to get things underway here. The home Trojans of Barnesville wearing their purple helmets, purple jerseys, black pants with the purple stripes on the side. The Frazee Hornets will be kicking off as they won the toss, and I do believe they did decide to defer. They are wearing black helmets with green trim, and then also white jerseys with green numbers, and the green pants with black stripes. About ready to go here. As looks like the quarterback for the Frazee Hornets, Carter Sonberg, also the kicker for Frazee. And back deep is Gannon Bulgreen and Major Ness standing about the 20-yard line, and we're about to get underway. Again, Derek Hansen, Jesse Grable with you here on AM 740 The Fan. It's the Minnesota Class 8 AA semifinal. Winner goes on to the Fargo Dome for the section championship, and a squig kip gets all the way up to the 40, and it'll be good field position. Starting for the Trojans as crossing in midfield and keep on running into Frazee territory. And you don't see this very often, but Colin Morey with the ball, and I like the idea of squibbing and not keeping it in the going to the hands of someone like Major Ness or Gannon Bulgreen, but boy, Colin Morey, sure, like he could be maybe a tailback. Holy cow.
Well, that's just it. You kick it to somebody like that thinking, let's keep it away from the weapons, but that's just it. With the Barnesville Trojans, they got weapons kind of all over the place that have some of those different dynamics that can bring it.
So great field position to start 1st and 10 for the Trojans to kick off the game here. They're at the Frazee 36-yard line. Gannon Bulgreen, as I mentioned, power T formation. He does have Cam Halverson, who's just back from injury, behind him. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper off the fake give. He scoots across to the 30, and he breaks away, and he's loose. He's free at the 5. Touchdown, Trojans. Touchdown, Gannon Bulgreen. And just like that, the Trojans are up 6-0. just 15 seconds into the contest.
Just incredible athlete, like we were talking about earlier. But you look at the blocks on that from the line, just the way they opened up those holes and made that work with that power T offense. It's just a thing of beauty.
And that's simple. You're keying on that fullback trap so much in this offense. You talk to anyone. I mean, you hear the Caledonia coach when he was doing some of the state championship games on TV down in the Twin Cities. So you got to stop that fullback trap more than anything else. Well, they weren't able to do it there because they're trying to stop that, but then Gamble Green takes it himself. So a 36-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion coming up. Snap, give, handoff, Major Ness, and he walks in for the 2-point conversion. It is good. 15 seconds into the contest, your score. It's the Barnesville Trojans 6, the Frazee Hornets nothing. You're listening to high school football here on AM 740 The Fan.
All internet companies are created equal. Barnesville's symmetrical system means you can upload data at the same speed you can download, something few companies even offer. This is incredibly important. From connecting with grandkids on Zoom to sharing pictures on Instagram, cutting-edge business, working from home, or the kids uploading their homework. Really fast speeds, great customer service. With Barnesville Internet, we've got you covered, and the future is here today.
So it's Bull Green 6 yards, right? 36?
Correct.
Kickoff goes after the touchdown for the Trojans, and it ends up in the hands of Noah Mockelson for the Hornets, and the Trojans are able to wrangle them down at the 31-yard line. So it's going to be first down and 10 for Frazee for their first drive. Just 11:40 left. Again, 15 seconds of the game. The Trojans' first play from scrimmage. They're able to get a touchdown, 2-point conversion. Good. A 36-yard touchdown run by Gannon Ballgreen. 8-0 Trojans. And big thing here, as Derek Hansel along with Jesse Grabo, is last time we were in this position, in this field, the Hornets are really able to have a long, sustaining drive as far as offense is concerned. And I'm not sure what is going on here. We have a little stop, but Frazee is going to want to keep the ball. They want to keep the ball out of the Barnesville Trojans' hands here. So they don't maybe want quick hitters. They want to have long, sustained drives.
Well, it's interesting how the Frazee Hornets last time, we did see a lot of dives right up the middle, right off the bat there. But here they're opening up with a pass.
Sonberg looking deep, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Trojans, and it's brought down at the 39-yard line. Nice job there, Adam Brandon, who's really had a great year from that D-back position, a junior, 6-foot junior, and he has a nice interception, just overthrown a little bit by Sonberg there.
It really was. He was just right place at the right time, and boom.
One thing you don't want is turnovers in games like this and any level of football, but it really shows up in high school football. So the Trojans will have it. They'll mark him down actually at the 40, so interception there by, again, Adam Brandon. Will bring up 1st and 10 for the Trojans after the turnover from the Frazee 40-yard line. Power T formation. Cline in now for Cam Halverson. A few offensive plays for Halverson possibly, and handoff goes to Cline. He cuts out and crosses across and keeps on driving his feet all the way down to the 31-yard line. A pickup of 9 for Cline. A nice run there.
Really great run for the junior running back there. I mean, he's a talented kid, too, that's played some running back, and with this offense, finding a way to use some of these different guys. I mean, you got a lot of different options just to keep guys rotating in and keeping them fresh.
Yeah, Elias Cox and Jacob Strand kind of rotating into that fullback spot to do some of the it kind of turns out to be the play calling thing from the offensive coordinator as well. Brings up a second down. They'll say he got 8 on the play. It'll be from the 32-yard line. They need to get to the 30 to keep the chains moving. Ballgreen under center. Handoff goes to Cline again. We got flags as he crosses up to the 24-yard line. It'll be a first down if this flag holds. We'll see what they say, if there's maybe a legal formation. And that is the call. So we'll go backwards now for the Trojans as they are leading. We're just underway here. 10:46 left here in the first quarter. Trojans scoring their first play from scrimmage. Get the 2-point conversion. It's 8-0. This 5-yard penalty is going to bring it back to the 37-yard line. So bring up a 2nd down and 7 now for the Trojans. Jake Strand coming back in, giving the play call to Gannon Ballgreen. Is Connor Cline to the right of him. Major Ness, the third back in this power T formation. Looks like a simple offense on when you look at it, but then it's all complicated as Ballgreen keeps it again after the fake give, and he's tripped up. Nice job there defending the ball. Coming in quickly was Cade Nagel. And Cade Nagel with that wrestling background, that's familiar. The little double leg takedown there. No gain on the play, brings up a 3rd down and 7 for the Trojans.
You know, I was talking about it last time they played. Cade has gotten a lot bigger since I seen him last year where he wrestled at. And I'd even reached out to Grandpa saying, hey, you know, sometimes these football weights, you know, look at the rosters, they boost him up. But he's like, no, he grew and he put a lot of time in the weight room. So you can see that young man has definitely grown.
So from the Frazee 37, it's 3rd down and 7 for the Trojans. Ballgreen taking some time off the clock. Under center. Going to roll out. Pitch out to Ness to the near side. He's going to cross the 35, gets up to the 30, has the 1st down, gets to the 25, and he keeps going all the way down the sideline before he's pushed out at the 15. Major Ness, a nice run there on a 3rd and 7. Just a simple pitch, and you don't see that very often in this power T, but very effective there.
That's exactly what you don't see much with this offense, but Major's one of those guys who once you get him outside, look out because he is fast.
Tight Machinery 1st down. Tight Machinery of Fargo, power and position to grow. Clock stops after he goes out of bounds at 9:35 left here in the 1st quarter. Again, it's 8-0 Barnesville, and they are driving, trying to take advantage of that interception by Adam Brandon. It's 1st down and 10 for the Trojans at the 16-yard line. Jake Strand now playing that middle back position on this power T. Cline and Major Ness behind Gannon Ballgreen. Ballgreen, handoff give up to Strand. He cuts through and breaks the tackle up to the 10-yard line. Nice pickup by the freshman there. And he's all the way up to make it about a 2nd down and 5 at the 10.
Brought down by number 32 of the Frazee Hornets, Tanner Moe, a junior, 5'9", 216-pound running back. Good wrestler, too.
Look at Jacob Strand. You're seeing the future. You think about Robbie and Michael, the older brothers. You know, it's hard to believe, 10-plus years ago, and he's living up to legacy. He should be fun to watch. And, after Ballgreen retires, gets graduated here, we might see him under center next year. We'll see how that plays out. Just me projecting anyway. 2nd down and a long 4 for the Trojans, again at the 10. Rolling out to pass now is Ballgreen. Doesn't have anyone open. Now he's going to look at does he have Ness? No, he's going to keep it himself. And now he throws it deep and standing all alone in the end zone, and it's knocked away. Intended receiver there was Brendan Thorkelson, incomplete. Kind of a jump ball for him as he went to the corner of the end zone, and kind of like a Fran Tarkenton type of scramble there by Gannon Ballgreen.
That is an accurate description there, but knocked out by number 25, Mason Mickelson of the Frazee Hornets there. I mean, that was good pressure by him because otherwise I think he had it.
Yeah, nice job there, and Ballgreen really made something of nothing. He had Major Ness for maybe a quick hitter there, but the good defense there by the Hornets brings up a 3rd down and 4 from the 10-yard line. Deep in Frazee territory, Ballgreen hands it off and goes to the hands of Major Ness and blowing up that play. That was really impressive there by Asher Blaine.
Yeah, that he got through on there and he wrapped him up.
He kind of messed it up for both Ballgreen and Ness on that, so they lose about 3 yards in the play. It's going to bring down a 4th down, and let's say it's 8. So they got 8 yards to go on this 4th down play. They need to get to the 7-yard line of Frazee. So 4th down 8, this would be a big play after the turnover if Frazee can get a stop here. Jacob Strand, Major Ness, coming with it. Ballgreen's rolling out. It's an option play out to Ness. Ness needs to get up to the 5, and he breaks up. Tackle gets all the way down the 4-yard line. That's a Tight Machinery of Fargo 1st down. A fresh set of downs for the Trojans. Makes it 1st and goal from about the 3-yard line. What a run by Ness. A stiff arm really came into play there, too.
It really did. Just that little extra movement gave him those extra yards to get that 1st down. Brought down by number 3 of the Frazee Hornets, Benjamin Ryerson.
7:39 left here in the 1st quarter. It's 1st down and goal for the Trojans, again at the Frazee 4-yard line. Trying to add on the score after the interception. They're taking time off the clock as well. Bullgreen under center. Handoff give, and in for the touchdowns, the Trojans. Elias Cox with the touchdown. Elias Cox, a 4-yard touchdown run, makes the score Barnesville 14, Frazee nothing. Nothing too fancy there, kind of a fake give to the up back, and then Bullgreen kept it himself. They're all keen on number 6, and he hands it off to number 11.
You look at the confusion there that created, and he just scooted right in there. Some nice little running by Elias Cox, but again, just watching that power T do what it does.
And how about this at the fullback position, Colin Morey, who showed he can run on the kickoff to start the game. He's at the fullback position. Handoff goes to Major Ness, and nothing real fancy there. No, they give it off to Morey, or?
Yeah, they did, but they gave it off to Ness. Morey, and it was more of that power, extra power, where they ran both Robidoux and Morey up to the side, trying to give him some extra blocking there. But Frazee did a good job fighting and just came up short of the extra 2 points.
And as many times with this offense, I have no idea who has the ball. But
You're not alone.
7:18 left here in the first quarter. Our score, it's the Barnesville Trojans 14, the Frazee Hornets nothing. You're listening to high school football here on AM 740 The Fan.
Barnesville High School Trojans Athletics is brought to you by Barnesville Grocery, Four Hill Farms, Bullgreen Construction, Barnesville Drug and Hardware, Commercial Ceiling Systems, Work Local, Cody's Car Clinic, Dean's Bulk Service, Ratzo's Pool Hall, Sun Control and Decorative Film, Barnesville Internet, C&S Cleaning and Restoration, Lee's Electric. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and go Trojans!
Kick is returned by the Hornets.
Ben Ryerson.
Yeah, freshman.
Kickoff for the Trojans as Bryson Christopherson kicks it off to Ben Ryerson. He's brought down at about the 44-yard line, so pretty good field position to start the second drive of the game for the Hornets. Again, after Elias Cox 4-yard touchdown, it's Barnesville 14, Frazee nothing. Derek Hansen, Jesse Grabo with you. It's the Section 8 AA semifinals. The winner facing Pelican Rapids or Hawley, which would be a good game going on in Pelican Rapids right now. Second score of the game set up by a nice interception for the Trojans and Adam Brandon. And the Hornets back at it again, and they have kind of a different looking offense. They're almost doing like a power T with a split out, something a little different from Barnesville. And Sonberg gets the handoff give, and not much there as Robidoux is able to bring him down. We'll probably say his name a lot as
number 42, Dawson Lyman.
Yeah, Nicholas Robidoux coming in and doing a nice job there of wrapping up Lyman. So not much there, a couple yards for the Hornets. Second down and 8. From their own 45-yard line.
Lyman had a lot of action in that last game against the Trojans running out of that offense. Looks like under their quarterback now for the Frazee Hornets is number 8, Adam Vegan.
Yeah, Vegan stepping in there. And I'm not sure if Sonberg what the situation there is, but Vegan, he was throwing the ball quite a bit during pregame warm-ups too. So
well, that's just it. I think Carter Sonberg's one of those athletes that can go out and catch some passes at 6'4" there.
Right. So handoff give up to the fullback again. Nothing there at all. Getting stuffed right away is Cade Nagel. And a nice job. And there is some battling going on. But look like the linebackers again. How many times are we say Morey and Robidoux? It seems like we say that quite a bit when it comes to those linebackers of the Trojans.
Well, they play aggressive, and they're going through there. And that's what kind of gave us fits that last time we played them was, just running a lot of those dives up the middle was, tough for us to stop. So I think they're trying to plug those holes right now and trying to send a message this isn't going to happen again.
So here we go. Third down and 9 for the Hornets, and they're at their own 44-yard line. Third down and 9, down 14-0 are the Hornets. Has taken the snap and back to pass are the Hornets, and that again is Vegan, and it's going to be completed to Nagel. A pick of about 3 yards in the play, well short of the first down. Bring up a 4th down and 7 from the Hornets' own 46-yard line. So decision time now here for the head coach, Hackle, for we'll have to see what they want to do here. Do you want to punt the ball, or what do you look at in a situation? You just want to keep it out of their hands, but they are going to punt. So a nice defensive stop there, 3 and out. The Trojans defense able to force that. And they're going to play return and a bad punt, and Major Ness grabs it at the 50-yard line, gets across up into Hornet territory at the 46. A little scary. It's a bad punt, and as playing from his out kind of corner position was Major Ness. Don't know if he should have grabbed it or not, but he did, and he made something out of nothing there.
I think it was good. And good thing that Frazee Hornet number 28, Aiden Grossman, got a hold of him. I mean, I think Major drug him for probably about 5 or 6 yards, just kind of holding on to the waistline, the belt line there, but still good position now for the Trojans.
4:51 left here in the first quarter. Barnesville leading 14-0 over Frazee, off to a hot start. And Gannon Bowlgreen in Frazee territory at the 47-yard line, has it 1st and 10. Cline, Strand, and Ness behind him in that power formation. He keeps it himself after the fake give and crosses the 40, up to the 35, breaks the tackle to the 30, to the 25, breaks inside and is brought down at the 20-yard line. A pick of about 22 yards. It's a tight machinery of Fargo, 1st down, and another nice run by Gannon Bowlgreen. He is so dynamic from that quarterback spot.
Great play, and if you watch it, it was just textbook on following your blocker. Major Ness, lead blocker along that way, just follow him. And I mean, for a moment, Gannon just had his hand right on his backside there, just following him and just, open it up, and here we are.
So a tight machinery of Fargo, 1st down at the Frazee 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for Bowlgreen. Keeps it himself again up to the fake give to Strand. Crosses the 15. Up to the 10. 5. Rolls in the end zone for a touchdown, Trojans. Touchdown, Gannon Bowlgreen. A 20-yard touchdown run. And the Trojans go up 20-0.
They talk about when you're going after somebody, when you're going to tackle them, where do you look? You don't look them in the eyes. You look to try to watch the hips. But when you try to watch Gannon Bowlgreen's hips, it's like something off a video game, like somebody running the joystick. Which way is that kid going to go? Just with that balance and athleticism, he's tough to try to bring down there and know where he's going to go.
It's like playing Barry Sanders in Tecmo Bowl back when you and I were in. I was in high school. You were in junior high, probably.
Yeah, I was picking Bo Jackson back then.
Well, me too. In the first round of it, for sure.
No doubt.
All right, so 2-point conversion coming up. Gannon Bowlgreen under center. This time he has Johnny Robidoux behind him. That power. Hands it off, and Robidoux in for the 2-point conversion. So there you go. Robidoux with the 2-point conversion. That makes the score with 4:19 left here in the first quarter. It's Barnesville 22, Frazee nothing. You're listening to high school football here on AM 740, The Fan.
All internet companies are created equal. Barnesville's symmetrical system means you can upload data at the same speed you can download, something few companies even offer. This is incredibly important. From connecting with grandkids on Zoom to sharing pictures on Instagram, cutting-edge business, working from home, or the kids uploading their homework. Really fast speeds, great customer service. With Barnesville Internet, we've got you covered, and the future is here today.
So much for being with us. Derek Hansen, Jesse Grable with you here on AM 740 The Fan. It's the Minnesota Class 8 AA section semifinals. Winner faces Pelican Rapids or Hawley. That game going on in Pelican Rapids right now. Barnesville with a 20-yard touchdown run, point after attempt good from Gannon Bowlgreen. It's 22-0. Barnesville the lead. They'll be kicking the ball off, and this is kind of the nightmare start that Frazee was not hoping for. That turnover after giving up a one-play drive. I'm not sure. I didn't see the actual kickoff, and I'm not sure if Frazee deferred or whatever, but there's no question this is not where they wanted. It's just a far cry from what happened a couple Wednesdays ago here. Christofferson going to boot it away again, and it's going to go in the hands up at the 30-yard line. Kind of the same Adam Vegan with it, and then a fumble on the ground and
went out of play.
Went out of bounds, so it'll remain with the Hornets, but looks like Ben Ryerson actually ended up with it, so that could have been real disastrous for the Frazee Hornets here, already down 22-0. So we're just still in the first quarter.
Well, it's the one thing I'm noticing about the Trojans right now, just their aggressiveness, that level that they're bringing on the special teams right now. I mean, they're coming down hard, they're coming down fast. I mean, some real nice kicks by Bryson Fortnite Christofferson. So it's been fun to see what the Trojans hustle here right now.
I misspoke. It was a different young man that's out. Carson Smith in there at that no attack position. The rumors of his demise of not playing this game are greatly exaggerated. So he's in there and quite a force. He's a fun young man to watch. There's no doubt. As Frazee has it, Adam Vegan under center. It's another fullback spot. Dawson Lyman. They're trying to go back to that well again. Not much there. Maybe picks up 2 on the carry. Gets up to their own 40-yard line for Frazee. He'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Hornets.
Yeah, looking through Nick Robidoux again on that tackle, just wrapping him up on those ankles, bringing him right down.
Yeah, he is Mr. Everything there. You think about the Robidoux family, what they've meant to this program in the last few years. His older brother Johnny starting at guard since he was an 8th grader. His senior year helping this team to a state championship in the 22-23 season as a graduating class of 23.
And just graduated from the Fargo Firefighter Academy.
How about that? Very nice.
Pretty cool.
Makes me feel very old. It's coming to this side and having some open room for the Hornets, getting all the way up to the 46-yard line. Nice delay give there by Tanner Moe, and he was able to get some nice yardage there. Kind of had everything going one way. It was almost like a inside Statue of Liberty, the way you caught everyone going the wrong direction for the Trojans.
Right. Some people, have heard that play called a joker, depending on how because it gets you. It can go in this one way. So like, nope, joke's on you. We're going that way.
Yep. Well, that's kind of from the wing T formation that Barnesville, certainly made famous up until they decided to do the power T a few years ago. That inside reverse worked all the time, it seemed like. Clock's at 2:50 left here in the first quarter. Trojans leading 22-0. Hornets have it 3rd and 2 from their own 46. Big 3rd down play coming up now for Frazee. Robidoux shows blitz. Handoff outside and trying to get it outside, and it's going to be a tackle for a loss. There he is. Robidoux again coming in, and Lyman had nowhere to go on that delayed give to the far side.
Boy, that swarm of purple there looked like the days of the Purple People Eaters, just a swarm coming through there and eating up the running back there.
You can tell there's been a lot of film watch since their first meeting. There's just no doubt because they read that play from the word go. There's no question. Following the guards, pulling to the outside, and a nice job by the defense. So it's another punt coming up, and looks like it is Lyman back to punt it. Gannon Bullgreen, who's so dangerous, he's back to receive, standing at his own 38-yard line. Punt off to him, comes out to the side. Bullgreen's going to pick it up, and no, he trips. So it goes, and I hope he's okay.
Yeah, he slipped.
Look good.
It looked like his left cleat just kind of gave out on him there. Just not sure what happened there. But
the last thing he needs is a freak injury there. So with 1:49 left here in the first quarter, Barnesville leading 22-0. We got 2 Gannon Bullgreen touchdowns, one from 36 yards. Now it's to the far side, and the last score is from 20 yards out to the near side. In between that, Elias Cox with a 4-yard touchdown run. And they were able to convert on 2 extra points, 2-point conversion tries. That makes that score 22-0 in favor of the Trojans. Again, 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Bullgreen under center. Cline next to Strand, and he's going to roll it to pass. He has a man open. Can he get it just over the outstretched hands of the receiver? And that was Jack Macy, the antenna receiver there, but just so close to making that hit. And no doubt, I mean, if they want to go as far as they would like to go, they certainly want to get the passing game going, but we do have holding, it looks like. So it was all for naught anyway, as that'll back them up 10 yards. They're going to say it's from the scrimmage. Kind of a spot foul this time from scrimmage, and it'll get them all the way back to their 20. So 1st down and 20, which is a good news situation for Frazee. Problem is these guys can score so quickly. At some point, you almost wonder if you don't want to burn the downs. That stops the clock at 1:44 left here in the first quarter. Trojans have it. Again, Cline, Strand, and Ness behind Bullgreen. Bullgreen, handoff give. Up the middle, not much there. That fullback trap, nowhere to go there for Strand, it looked like. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 20, so the gamble pays off for Hornets taking the penalty. Now they're sitting at 2nd down and 20. It'll be kind of interesting to see what Coach Trowbridge, the offensive coordinator, along with his assistants, Robbie, Michael Strand, Adam Tonsel, they kind of like to dial up some of the offensive plays here. No substitutions, same backfield. To 2nd down and 20, a minute left here in the first quarter. And Bulger keeps himself, crosses the 20, up to the 30. He breaks free, loose to the 40, and he almost gets he does get to midfield to the 40, to the 30 of Frazee. I thought he was going out of bounds at midfield. He put his shoulder down, kept on going. A huge carry there of about 50 yards. And so it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Trojans, all the way down to the 31-yard line of the Hornets.
Great
Amazing.
blocking. Yeah, great blocking by number 55, Colin Morey, leading the way. And then when he got those blocks laid in there, Gannon just opened up, and it was number 2 that Carter Sonberg kind of caught up to him from behind as Gannon was making his way. But great run nonetheless.
Well, I mentioned the fake give there, and then having it as hip as Gannon Bulgari. I mentioned Adam Tonsel kind of made that famous when they first brought this offense here. You just don't know where the ball is.
No, they're like magicians. Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Tight machinery of Fargo 1st down. Bulgari gives it to Ness, who crosses the 30, gets a carry of about 3 yards for the Trojans.
Brought down by number 57 of the Frazee Hornets, Jack Graham, another good wrestler there. Great family. Good people.
Barnesville leading 22-0. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 7 for the Trojans at the Frazee 28-yard line. Strand, Ness, and Cline again in the backfield behind Bulgreen. Macy, tight end, split to the near side here. Hand up, no fake give, and it's again Bulgreen stretching it out to the 30, to the 25. Breaks a tackle up to the 20. And it's brought down at about the 17-yard line, and he's laying down. Now he does get back. I got a little scared there because he got twisted up. His ankle got twisted up.
He did, but the way he sold that, the whole offense, the way they sold that play, number 22 there for the Hornets just confused. Went right by him. Didn't even know that Gannon had the ball there for a moment.
So we'll switch sides of the field here as that ends the first quarter. It'll be a tight machinery 1st down for the Trojans. As we have here after a 1 quarter of play, it's the Barnesville Trojans 22, the Frazee Hornets nothing. You're listening to High School.
Get the facts on the upcoming referendum and make your voice heard on November 5th. Over the past 4 years, Barnesville Public School has cut nearly $900,000 to maintain financial stability, affecting staff, curriculum, and student activities. With rising inflation, the end of pandemic funds, limited state funding, and higher costs, additional funding through these levies is crucial. The operating levy will help preserve class sizes, retain teachers, and support student services and activities. The capital project levy will secure $300,000 annually for technology upgrades and curriculum updates. For the average homeowner, this means an additional $32 per month total, with agricultural land exempt from the operating levy. If the levies fail, class sizes will be impacted, and affecting course offerings and student support will be unavoidable. Click the link or visit our website for more details and make your voice heard on November 5th.
With you, Minnesota State Class 8AA semifinal action. The Barnesville Trojans leading the Frazee Hornets now 22-0, and they are in the red zone. Another Titan machinery of Fargo 1st down for the Trojans. 1st and 10 at the 17. Again, Cline, Strand, and Ness in the backfield behind Bulgreen. We've kind of said that a lot. That's been kind of the go-to formation. They haven't done a lot of rotating as Bulgreen keeps himself another option. Pitch out to Ness. Crosses up to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Major Ness. Touchdown, Barnesville Trojans.
Yeah, they're running that option very well.
Wow.
And with Major Ness's speed and athleticism, it makes it look easy. It's not, but that was beautifully run.
Yeah, you got two athletic guys like Bulgreen and Ness running that option. That's going to be tough to stop. A little bit of a wrinkle. We haven't seen a lot of that this year. But if they add that to this repertoire, that could be scary.
Well, that's just it. You make some of those changes come playoff times. It's what you do. Some of these teams are going, wait, what? We've never seen that before.
So it makes the score 28-0 in favor of the Trojans after the 17-yard touchdown run by Major Ness. Point after attempt coming up. Again, they'll go to that power T with Maury and Robidoux and Ness in the backfield. I don't think there's any doubt they want to give some seniors here some scoring love. Instead, Bowling Green rolls out. He has Ness in the corner, and two-point conversion is good on the completion to Ness. So Bowling Green to Ness, two-point conversion good, makes the score Barnesville 30, Frazee nothing. 11:53 left here in the first half. This is high school football here on AM 740 The Fan.
Dean's Bulk Service is your local fuel provider. For over 50 years, Dean's has been the trusted name in propane and fuel oil. Our legacy of reliable service and exceptional quality means you can count on us for all your heating needs. Whether it's fuel for your home, fuel for your vehicle, or fuel for you, count on us for fast service, great prices, and reliability you can trust. Experience the difference with Dean's Bulk Service, where tradition meets excellence.
Welcome back. Derek Hansen, Jesse Graybo with you here on AM 740 The Fan. Also featured on the Barnesville High School Huddle. We appreciate that as well. It's a partnership we got going on today. Thanks so much for being with us. I know a lot of people out harvesting still, so knocking down the corn and finishing up the sugar beets. It's so glad to have you along with us. It is Barnesville 30 after a 17-yard touchdown run by Major Ness on the option play from Gannon Bowling Green. Point after attempt is good. 30-0 Trojans leading, and Christofferson booms it away. A nice kick, and taking at the 15-yard line for the Hornets. Looks like that is. And breaking free and getting loose, and a nice run there by Aiden Grossman all the way down the sidelines into territory of Barnesville, down to about the 37-yard line. So nice return there by Grossman. Grossman, a sophomore, 144 pounds. Might want to get him the ball. He was speedy on the outside.
That was
there.
He got the ball. He got moving. Great kick there by Bryson Fortnite Christofferson, but well done by Frazee special teams there.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. You can almost kind of outkick the coverage. You're not ready for it, and so the Hornets being down 30-0 get a little bit of a break that they need here. Good field position, starting 1st and 10 at the Barnesville 38-yard line. As Adam Vegan, the 6'2", 174-pound junior, under center again. This time he has splits to the near side. He's going to be back to pass. Looking to the corner, Elias Cox in coverage and pushing away and getting the reception all the way down to the 10-yard line was Carter Sonberg, and you mentioned they want that big frame to catch it. I thought they might get offensive pass interference there because Cox got a little bit shoved to get the leverage, but they give it to Sonberg. So a nice reception there. A Titan Machinery, a first down to Fargo for the Hornets.
22-yard pass completion. First and 10 for the Hornets.
I'm not saying it was Drew Pearson, Nate Wright, with the 70s of the Vikings. It was close. Nonetheless, a break for the Hornets as they now have two split out to each side. Nagel behind Vegan, who's now the quarterback for the Hornets. They are showing a lot of different offensive looks. Vegan takes the snap, handoff, give up to Nagel. Not much there as Jack Macy is able to come from his defensive end position and wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. So maybe give him one. Bring up a second down and 9 yards to go for the Hornets in the red zone of the Trojans right at the 10-yard line. So they can reset the downs here if they can get down to the 1. 10:42 left here in the first quarter. Barnesville leading 30-0, trying to keep the Hornets off the scoreboard after the good kick off return. I'll try to make hay here. Again, a different formation, spreading the defense out with two split to each side. Now back to pass. And a screenplay set up to Nagel, and he drops the ball. And are they going to call it a fumble? I think they are. They're going to call it a fumble. I thought he just dropped it.
It looked like he had a tuck to turn the other way, and then
so they say he made a kind of a football move type of thing that we see so much on Sundays, and they will say it's incomplete pass. Right. I didn't know if he really had total control of it myself, but that'll be a third down now and 9 yards to go for Frazee. No doubt two down territory, being down 30-0, so they don't need it all right here. They need to get about to the 1.5 to reset the downs. Derek Hansen, Jesse Grable with you. Again, 30-0, Barnesville leading. with 10:19 left here in the first half.
Little substitution for the Trojans. Number 77, Carson Smith coming out. Number 82, Brennan Torkeldsen going in.
So with them spreading things out, I think they probably want to get some speed on the field and hand off to the outside, and nothing there. Coming up with a Dawson Lyman, and there's no doubt. You look at Cam Halverson, who's back at linebacker. We said it, they're probably going to use him much on offense today, but to have him back at linebacker is huge. He's a great defensive player as well.
He's everywhere. I mean, his athleticism, aggressiveness. I mean, not much gets by him. So he knows how to read those plays, and he can get there with his speed and his strength.
It's a timeout for the Trojans. It's a West Funeral Home and Life Tribute Center timeout. It's the little things that make the difference. West Funeral Home. Derek Hansen, Jesse Grable with you. 10:02 left here in the first half. It's the Barnesville Trojans 30, the Frazee Hornets nothing. You're listening to high school football on AM 740, The Fan.
Get the facts on the upcoming referendum and make your voice heard on November 5th. Over the past 4 years, Barnesville Public School has cut nearly $900,000 to maintain financial stability, affecting staff, curriculum, and student activities. With rising inflation, the end of pandemic funds, limited state funding, and higher costs, additional funding through these levies is crucial. The operating levy will help preserve class sizes, retain teachers, and support student services and activities. The capital project levy will secure $300,000 annually for technology upgrades and curriculum updates. For the average homeowner, this means an additional $32 per month total, with agricultural land exempt from the operating levy. If the levies fail, class sizes will be impacted, and affecting course offerings and student support will be unavoidable. Click the link or visit our website for more details and make your voice heard on November 5th.
Get to the one to reset the downs. As Vegan's in shotgun, Nagel next to him, he's back to pass. And he's guarded, thrown to the corner of the end zone, has a man open and is caught for a touchdown for the Hornets. Touchdown Frazee. Carter Sonberg, what a nice pitch and catch for the Hornets.
Never seen the kid play basketball, but I'm going to assume that kid can probably dunk, and there's no doubt that's what he was doing there, just with that height. I mean, he outjumped everybody there.
The senior, 6'4", moving him out to, he was playing quarterback the last time they faced each other. This time they're putting him just out there. Hey, you got the smaller D-backs. We're going to go play jump ball. So a nice 11-yard touchdown grab from Vegan to Sonberg, and now a 2-point attempt coming up here with the score 30-6. And now we got Wildcat formation going to Nagel. He's taking himself, and he's going to plunge forward. It's going to be awfully close, and they say it is no good. So point after attempt, no good, but the Trojans still in the lead, 30-0, or I should say 30-6 over Frazee right now with that point after attempt, no good. Frazee with an 11-yard touchdown pitch and catch to make the score. Barnesville 30, Frazee 6. You're listening to high school football here on AM 740, The Fan.
All internet companies are created equal. Barnesville's symmetrical system means you can upload data at the same speed you can download, something few companies even offer. This is incredibly important. From connecting with grandkids on Zoom to sharing pictures on Instagram, cutting-edge business, working from home, or the kids uploading their homework. Really fast speeds, great customer service. With Barnesville Internet, we've got you covered, and the future is here today.
Welcome back. Derek Hansen, Jesse Grable with you. Minnesota 8AA semifinal action between Barnesville and Frazee. The Hornets just get on the board. Get the goose egg off the board. They score a touchdown, point after attempt, no good. As a nice catch there by Carter Sonberg from the hands of Adam Vegan as we have a scrum. Ball picked up at the 15-yard line, and juking around with it is Ganna Bulgren. He breaks free at the 30. Now he's wide open at the 35, to the 40, to the 50. Has a blocker. He breaks through, and he is gone. Ganna Bulgren, kickoff touchdown for the Trojans. Makes the score 36-6. Just like that, the Trojans strike. I just don't know what you do right now. I mean, he knows that every game now could be his last game. He is just exploding here this Saturday afternoon, Jesse.
Well, just the way he's moving there. I mean, he was jumping guys. He was doing it all. I mean, that's the thing you're definitely going to want in your senior highlight video.
Yeah, he went all the way from the far sideline, took it about, the 20-yard line?
It looked like it was going to go out of bounds at first.
Yeah, and he picks it up right at about the 20-yard line, so an 80-yard touchdown return for the Trojans. And what a demoralizing thing for Frazee. Yeah, Nick Robidoux out there. I mean, you got a kid like that out there to block for you in that last blocker. That helps too. So here comes the point after attempt with Morey, Robidoux, and Ness in the backfield. Let's see if they give one of these seniors the ball. No, it's a rollout again, Ness again, and it's no good. So point after attempt is no good, but after the 80-yard kickoff return by Gannon Bulgreen, our score, it's Barnesville 36, Frazee 6. High school football here on 740 The Fan.
Barnesville High School Trojans Athletics is brought to you by Barnesville Grocery, Fore Hill Farms, Bull Green Construction, Barnesville Drug and Hardware, Commercial Ceiling Systems, Work Local, Cody's Car Clinic, Dean's Bulk Service, Ratzo's Pool Hall, Sun Control and Decorative Film, Barnesville Internet, C&S Cleaning and Restoration, Lee's Electric. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and go Trojans.
8 AA semifinals here at Barnesville. The Barnesville Trojans, after a 80-yard touchdown kickoff return by Gannon Bulgreen, lead 36-6. Christofferson ready to boot it away for the Trojans. 9:39 left here in the first half, and looking to punch their ticket to the final coming up at the Fargo Dome on Friday. Has taken again and showing his speed again, breaking through all the way up to the 41-yard line. It's a nice job again by Aiden Grossman. Aiden Grossman, he's showing me some speed here. That's amazing.
Yeah, for being a 5'4", 144-pound sophomore, definitely moving the ball well.
So Frazee's got a lot of work to do, down by 30 points. And just one of these things against a pretty stout defense. We talked so much about the power T offense that can score so many points for Barnesville, but their defense has been stout the past few years. I think that's probably one of the more underrated parts of their success over the past decade plus.
Oh, 100%. I mean, when you look at the speed and athleticism on the defense too, making the adjustments where they need, that's where we're going to see it. So
Frazee has it. 2 men in the backfield, back to pass. Again, it's Vegan. Has a man open and just over the outstretched hands again. They're going to, and I don't blame them, they're probably going to go to that quite a bit. Carter Sonberg, the intended receiver, he's 6'4". They're just going to try to have the big wide receiver go over those smaller D-backs.
That's just it. If you got an asset like that, you got to use them.
But incomplete pass stops the clock at 9:28 left here in the first half. Barnesville leading 36-6. Second down and 10 now for Frazee. They're at their own 41-yard line. As Vegan has 2 split to each side. The spread is kind of, one thing that always kind of has given the Trojans fits over the years. Vegan back to pass, looking deep, and has a man, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Trojans, crossing all the way up to the 40-yard line and spinning around. Braden Dunham with the interception, playing that safety spot perfectly, and just overthrown ball ends up right in the hands of old 2-3 there.
Nice job by the sophomore, Braden Dunham.
He's shown some glimpses, certainly in some of these games, both offensively and defensively. You're going to have to watch out for Mr. Dunham. He's certainly shown some explosiveness, and he was at the right place at the right time there.
He is fast.
So another turnover for the Hornets, as Dunham was able to take it into Frazee territory. It's going to bring up a first down and 10 for the Trojans at the Frazee 39-yard line. Gannon Bulgreen under center. Power T formation, Cline, Ness, and Strand behind him. Ness takes the delayed give up, and he breaks across to the 40, to the 35. And now he breaks another tackle. He flips away all the way up to the 19-yard line. I thought he was down at the 30, and you can just see there's where the weight room. That's the difference right there. 7 in the morning, these kids get there and they go lift weights. Major Ness, what an athlete, what a powerhouse.
Great running, but I got to say on Frazee's part, they were high tackling. I mean, he didn't get brought down until somebody finally went for the knees. So, but again, great run by Major Ness.
So another Titan Machinery of Fargo first down for the Trojans at the 19-yard line of Frazee. Cline bringing the play in now for Gannon Bowling. Play clock's down to 10 seconds. They'll have to rush this here. And they will. 8:45 left here in the first half. Bowling gets it off right as the clock goes to 0. He's back to pass. Has a man open. Overshoots his intended receiver.
Boy, so,
and that was Brendan Thorkelson, I do believe.
Gannon Bowling took one
shot.
Big hit there again.
Man, he is tough. It's going to be to the point, too. Cameron Halverson coming back from, he had a bruised knee earlier this year as a hamstring issue, and they don't want to give him too much on offense, and they don't have to with this 30-point lead. They're probably going to want him back next week against whoever they face for the championship if the score holds up. And certainly will want him if they get to state, but as it's a 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Bowling now option this side, keeps himself, cuts up the middle. He's going to get a first down going all the way up to the 9-yard line. And Gannon Bowling, another Titan Machinery of Fargo first down. As they get deep in the red zone, it's going to be first down and goal from the 8-yard line for the Trojans.
11-yard run. Quarterback number 6, Gannon Bowling.
Brought down by the safety. Safety there. That's just shows how far he busted through there. It's
well, it's a nice job. And we talked about the options work so well this game. Well, that time he faked the pitch out to Ness and cut it up the middle, and they really had no chance on the defensive side. So Trojans leading 36-6, coming up in the 8-minute mark left here in the first half. Bowling under center, rolls out, back to pass. Keeps himself and looks like he's going to be sacked. He pitches it back, and all of a sudden it ends up in the hands somehow of Morey, and Morey gets it all the way up to the 2-yard line. I don't think that would be recommended on film study to do that type of pitch, but Morey was right there, was able to make something out of nothing.
That's backyard football right there, and these kids have been playing together since 4th grade FM football, and it's one of those things where you trust each other, you know each other. It's again, not encouraged, but again, these kids know each other, they trust each other. It was there. They went for it.
So about 6 yards on the carry there by Morey. You don't see the ball pitched at – when the numbers are 55, you don't see them getting the ball very often. But
Gannon's head was just about on the ground when he made that pitch.
Oh, it's amazing. What an athlete. 2nd down and goal to goal from the 2 for the Trojans. And losing the ball and then getting up, and Cline with a touchdown, a 2-yard touchdown run. Bowling took the snap, got tripped up, kind of limping off again, but nice job there as it's a touchdown run for Connor Cline, and that makes the score 42-6 in favor of Barnesville. This is I did not expect this after the first matchup where the Trojans really struggled in the first half, turned the ball over, which you don't see very often at all. Rarely you see the Trojans put the ball on the ground. Yeah, I think 3 turnovers in the state championship game last year are kind of the difference there. Outside of that, you don't see it very often. And that fumble in the first half last game made it 6-6 at halftime. But, boy, after a turnover by Frazee, it's just been an avalanche here. It's 42-6, 2-point conversion coming up. And we do have Robidoux in for a 2-point conversion. Giving the senior a little scoring love again as Nick Robidoux gets a 2-point conversion. And that makes the score with 7:01 left here in the first half. It's the Barnesville Trojans 44, the Frazee Hornets 6. You're listening to high school football here on AM 740 The Fan.
Dean's Bulk Service is your local fuel provider. For over 50 years, Dean's has been the trusted name in propane and fuel oil. Our legacy of reliable service and exceptional quality means you can count on us for all your heating needs. Whether it's fuel for your home, fuel for your vehicle, or fuel for you, count on us for fast service, great prices, and reliability you can trust. Experience the difference with Dean's Bulk Service, where tradition meets excellence.
Welcome back. 7:01 left here in the first half. Derek Jansen, Jesse Grable with you. It's the Minnesota 8AA semifinals between the Barnesville Trojans and the Frazee Hornets. Connor Cline with a 2-yard touchdown run, point after attempt good to Nick Robidoux. Makes the score 44-6. I don't think there's any question when we get to the second half and into the fourth quarter. What the Trojans are looking at is getting running time, but they'd like to get some young people in here I'm sure as well. Get everyone healthy for the section championship game if they can. As Christofferson kicks it off to the dangerous Dawson Lyman, he crosses the 30 for the Hornets, and then he's brought down at about the 32-yard line. Nice job on the stop there by Parker Strum. Strum with a nice, he's got some future too, I think.
That's right, 6'3" sophomore.
So the Hornets will have it at their own 32-yard line. They have a lot of work to do, down 44-6, 1st and 10 for Frazee. And I guess more than anything, it's the postseason, right? And, Coach Strand and his staff, they'll have this team ready to go. And I think the kids, too, they kind of know, okay, light switch time. We're all 0-0. This is a whole new season.
I'm sure they're after that last game, the last time these guys met up, there was probably a little bit different talk going into this game, huh?
I think you peel the paint in the some of the things that were said in the shed at halftime that game. There's no doubt. As you do have Adam Vegan, quarterback for the Hornets. 2 in the backfield, handoff up the middle, 2. Looks like it's going to be in the hands of Nagel. Not much there, maybe a yard for Nagel. Cade Nagel was such a force in the first game, and they have really bottled up number 22 here.
Well, that's just it. Those dives were working from so much that last game, and now just plugging up the holes there, and they're definitely making that stop.
I think if they knew how much these kids sit with their iPads and look at film, they were not going to be fooled by that again this time around. A lot of film study, a lot of stuff that they do. It's just amazing. Film study wasn't really thought of in my day. You had a VCR tape and you rewind it a few times and show where I missed the block over and over, but it's totally different now. As it's 2nd down and 9 for Frazee. And rolling out and sweeping is Vegan. He's going to keep it himself. He crosses up to the 40-yard line, has a first down, pushed out right before he got to midfield. So it's a tight machinery of Fargo first down for the Hornets. They'll say he went out of bounds at the 48-yard line of Frazee. So a nice first down there by Vegan. Vegan showing some athleticism, 6'2", 174-pound junior. And he has done a nice job as they move Carter Sonberg out to wideout in this game. And he's coming back in to bring the play. We'll see if they go with the big 6'4" receiver on this one. It's been effective for Frazee, but it's just one of these things. You get a turnover to start the game, and then you when you start running uphill against Barnesville, it's really, really tough.
Mm-hmm. They got Major Ness now lining up on Sonberg there, so got a little height on him now.
As Vegan takes the handoff, and who's there to meet him? It is Robidoux again, Nick Robidoux. Filling that gap. It's a loss of about a yard and a half. And Nick Robidoux, his last game on this field, he's feeling it because he is having a whale of a ball game on the defensive side. Not to mention a couple of 2-point conversions to go along with it.
Well, that's just it. The last time, like you mentioned, going to play on your home field ever.
Yeah, and you think about that, Gannon Ballgreen, Maury, Robidoux, just so many kids that have made such a big impact for this club.
Next time they come back to this field someday, they'll have to buy a ticket.
Yeah, Alexander Dorton, another senior. We can just go down the line here. As back to pass is Vegan, and he's rushed, and he's going to escapes the tackle. Macy's able to get him. It's knocked around, and it's incomplete. And what are they going to call here? There's a flag.
I have no clue what that flag was about, but I guess we'll find out.
I don't know what they. If he's calling pass interference, that's yeah, that's not a good call. But I mean, there was total. I mean, they were both going for the ball, and
right.
I'm sure from his, the back side of what the back judge was seeing there, I'm sure they were kind of maybe looked that way that he got there, but it was just a nice play, I thought, defensively. He hit him well after the attention receiver hit the ball. So, but that will be a tight machinery first down for the Hornets. At the 39-yard line now of Barnesville, they go into Trojan territory. 5:04 left here in the first half. Barnesville leading 44-6. As now we go, again, spread formation. 2 wide split to each side. And Nagel behind Vegan. And keeps himself some miscommunication, and Jack Macy is able to tackle him for a loss. I think Vegan was trying to hand the ball off to Nagel. Nagel just went in to block run through the hole and take a fake, and
Vegan
was kind of left out to dry there.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a broken play there.
So a second down and 11 coming up from Barnesville's 44, the Hornets, and I think it's a fake, and it's a trick play, and it's just over the outstretched hands. What a great play by Frazee. Just fell short. It's a shotgun formation. Carter Sonberg took the snap, and the linemen were looking to the sideline like, what's the play call? And it was a trick play as the wideouts went out to try to catch it, and it just was over the outstretched hands of Vegan there.
I'm not sure if we've seen anything like that yet this year in any of the teams we played. So, hey, it's all right, guys, this is what it looks like. Don't let that happen again.
Yeah, that was a great concept. It just, they just couldn't execute it. Just over the fingertips of the intended receiver there.
Right. I mean, worth a shot.
Third down and 11 now for the Hornets at the Trojans 40. Vegan under center. Two backs, and then he fake give, and it's a screen set up, and it's a nicely set up, but there to snuff it out are the Trojans, and now we got a flag, and might be a targeting type of situation. I'm not sure. And I'm not.
Well, the Trojan went in to make the tackle, and he was diving. It was
he went down
42
low,
dropped his head at the last
second. He dropped his head, yeah. And they call a personal foul, and it's a targeting call. It's an unfortunate situation. And I guess what I want to know is they'll give it a first down.
That'll be a Frazee first down.
But it was a helmet-to-helmet contact. As you mentioned, that's such a tough thing as it's a tight machinery. A Fargo first down for the Hornets. As Dawson Lyman went down to his knee, and then as the tackler was coming in, he was just trying to wrap him up at the legs. But then, as they both went, they make contact helmet to helmet. So they'll bring him a first down, getting the ball all the way down to the 25-yard line. I don't really like the call. I think the receiver's in a no-win situation at that point. And I kind of struggle with that in a lot of college games too. It's a bam play many times.
Right.
But nonetheless, it's first down and 10 for the Hornets at the Trojan 25-yard line. As now we got a power T formation, and getting the ball and getting a nice carry going all the way up close to first down territory is Tanner Moe. Tanner Moe, 5'9", 216-pound junior, does get another tight machinery on Fargo first down for the Hornets. Just a nice solid run. And that's the play that we talked about so much with Lyman able to run in the first matchup of the regular season with these two games. Moe that time did exactly what they did the first match.
He certainly did.
The Trojan 15-yard line.
Number 77, junior Carson Smith, back in the game.
Yeah, he's a nice force in there, no doubt. Last year, you wonder how they're going to replace Justin Kruger, played center and nose tackle, and Smith has done a nice job as a youngster stepping in and getting a lot of that done. It's first down and 10 now for the Hornets. Power T, handoff again to Moe.
Same play.
Not much there this time. Maybe picked up a half a yard, so bring him a second down and 10 now for the Hornets. 3:33 left here in the first half. Barnesville leading 44-6. Derek Hansen, Jesse Grable with you. Hornets trying to get back on the board. No doubt one thing this is doing gives the defense here more reps, because no matter who comes out the winner in that Pelican-Holly game, they are going to try to put points on the board. They both like to have a balanced offense, throw it and run it. So should be a great matchup coming up 5:30 on Friday night. We will have that game for you here on the Fan, live from the Fargo Dome. As Vegan, one-man set back, Nagel behind him. Back to pass now is Vegan for the Hornets, looking for the corner of the end zone, and it's just a little bit behind the receiver and well out of bounds. Intended receiver there was Aiden Grossman.
Covered by number 27 of the Trojans, Jack Bredman, the senior.
I see Jack get in there.
For Frazee from the Trojan 15-yard line.
Still trying to deal with some of these kids are seniors. Jack Bredman, another one, is of course his two older cousins, a big part of the state championship team a couple of years ago with Zach the quarterback and Braden the running back. As it's a third down and 10 now for Frazee at the Barnesville 15. 2:53 left here after the incomplete pass. The clock stops, and it's a fumbled snap. Pitch out goes to Nagel, and he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not much there. Coming in with a nice tackle there, and we haven't. This is we don't talk a lot about this senior, but Brendan Thorkelson, he's had a great senior year for the Trojans this year too.
He really has. I mean, just watching some of the things he's done, it's been fun to see him have that success.
On both sides of the ball too. He's caught a couple passes from the tight end spot. Done a great job as a defensive end this year for the Trojans. 2:25 left here as it's a 4th down and 8 for Frazee down at the 14-yard line of Barnesville. We'll say it's at the 13, I guess. Clock's rolling. 2:15 left here in the first half. Barnesville leading 44-6, and I think we might be having a West Funeral Home timeout coming up because Frazee wants to talk about what they're going to do here on this big 4th down play. So we will have a West Funeral Home and Life Tribute Center timeout on the way. It's the little things that make the difference. Our score again at 2:02 left here in the first half. It's Barnesville 44, Frazee 6. Frazee 4th down play coming up when we come back here on AM 740 The Fan.
Get the facts on the upcoming referendum and make your voice heard on November 5th. Over the past 4 years, Barnesville Public School has cut nearly $900,000 to maintain financial stability, affecting staff, curriculum, and student activities. With rising inflation, the end of pandemic funds, limited state funding, and higher costs, additional funding through these levies is crucial. The operating levy will help preserve class sizes, retain teachers, and support student services and activities. The capital project levy will secure $300,000 annually for technology upgrades and curriculum updates. For the average homeowner, this means an additional $32 per month total, with agricultural land exempt from the operating levy. If the levies fail, class sizes will be impacted, and affecting course offerings and student support will be unavoidable. Click the link or visit our website for more details and make your voice heard on November 5th.
And 8 yards to go at the Barnesville 13-yard line, trying to get into double digits here on the scoreboard. We got a halftime score. Holly in Pelican leading Pelican Rapids 14-12 at half. Not a big surprise. I knew that was going to be a rough and tumble game. It always is with those two teams.
That's just it. They both want it, and it could go either way.
As Vegan, 2 split behind him, and then he's going to roll out to pass. Has an open man in the corner, and no one home, so it's going to be a turnover on downs. And you mentioned they're just going to have Major Ness follow him all over. The athleticism, he may not be as tall as Soderberg, but he is certainly athletic as heck and strong.
That's just it. Another kid that has the speed and the athleticism, can jump, keep up, so that's the kind of guy you want on him. He's
been a really fun young man to watch grow. He just, so athletic, so strong from his sophomore year now to his junior year. And to think that he's still got another year left, it's quite amazing. Major Ness, quite an impact player on both sides of the ball for Barnesville. So, turnover on downs with 1:57 left here in the first half. Barnesville leading 44-6. And Gannon Ballgreen still under center. Cline, Strand, Ness behind him, and they do have a split out wide as Ness goes into motion. Going to roll out Ballgreen. Kind of a run-pass option situation. He'll keep it himself, and he crosses, breaks the tackle up to the 20-yard line. He'll be brought down at the 22. Be a little bit short of the first down, I think, but about a 9-yard carry for Gannon Ballgreen. And, man, trying to catch him in the open field is like trying to catch a Cocker Spaniel puppy I had once and run around the tree. It's just impossible.
Well, now it looked like it more or less he just slipped, like cleat just gave out on him.
Handoff goes to the up man there, Adam Brandon. Brandon, nowhere to go. The junior stopped. And looks like we're going to have a West Funeral Home timeout. West Funeral Home and Tribute Life Centers, the little things that make the difference. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them. 1:17 left here in the first half. It's Barnesville 44. The Hornets of Frazee 6. This is high school football on AM 740, The Fan.
Barnesville High School Trojans Athletics is brought to you by Barnesville Grocery, Four Hill Farms, Bull Green Construction, Barnesville Drug and Hardware, Commercial Ceiling Systems, Work Local, Cody's Car Clinic, Dean's Bulk Service, Ratzo's Pool Hall, Sun Control and Decorative Film, Barnesville Internet, C&S Cleaning and Restoration, Lee's Electric. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and go Trojans.
And Frazee, 1:21 left here in the first half. The Trojans have exploded to a 44-6 lead. A loss of 2 on that carry there by Brandon. Brings up a 3rd down and 4 from Barnesville's own 20-yard line. Ballgreen under center. Again, he has Strand behind him, rolling out to pass, set up a screen to Strand, and he has a bunch of green grass ahead of him with blockers to the 25, to the 30, breaks to the 40, and tries to cut inside to the 45-yard line before he's driven out of bounds. And the freshman, it kind of shows you, he's going to be a fun, dynamic kick to watch as well.
No doubt, no doubt.
For people who have been around long enough, his older brother Michael, who held a lot of records here for a long time, as a tailback, was amazing. Went on to play for MSUM in college. And pretty impressive there by young Jake Strand, only a freshman. So it's a 1st down 10, Titan Machinery of Fargo 1st down for the Trojans. Back to pass, Ball Green. And he's going to be sacked, brought down for about a 7-yard loss. And nice job there.
Number 33, Asher Blaine, a 6'1" senior.
Yeah, and we're going to have another timeout here for the Trojans. So we'll keep it here. Yeah, I mean, right now, leading 44-6. You're up by 38, and the big thing here is to get in the second half, get up by 35 so you get the running time and get out here, get ready to face either Pelican or Hawley, and no more injuries. But they want to give these kids reps. You know, one thing about the Fargo Dome next week, and I'm sure you've heard this from the kids, it gets hot in that building. And you'd hear that from players. You hear that on Saturdays when there's 19,000. But even for the hundreds that'll be there for the section championship games, it's warm on that surface. So one thing going into this game where it's a little cooler weather, you want to get them used to a lot of reps in case it is a closer game next year. If it's nip and tuck, that certainly makes a difference. Some of the classic games we saw, I would say from, 2011 up until 2016 or whatever it was with Hawley and Barnesville, they went all the way to the fourth quarter. You could tell those two teams were not used to playing those many reps. So.
Very true. Well, and you look at so obviously playing from grass to turf, all these things, and even look at the grass right now compared to where it was two weeks ago. Yep. Green grass. Now what are we looking at? And that depends on how your everything, your equipment, everything's hooking up on the ground. That's why we're seeing a little more slipping and stuff from Gannon Ballgreen here today. It's just one of those things. Grass is breaking down. You're on a little more turf. I mean, we've had some cold nights. The ground is definitely changing.
Yeah, it's been so dry with the frost along with that. You're right. I mean, it's getting brown. That's for sure. So 1:06 left here in the first half. 44-6 Barnesville leads. They have it 2nd down and 17, and some miscommunication. Another screen pass, and Jake Strand gets it up to the 40.
Nice.
He's able to break free, gets back to about the original line of scrimmage. Well, he made something out of nothing there on that 2nd down play.
He did. Huge block by Jake Cline coming up there and picking it up. Otherwise, that wasn't going to happen. So Frazee's coming in hard. They're doing a lot of blitzing right now.
So pick up about 9 yards to make it down 3rd down and 8 now for the Trojans at their own 47-yard line. Strand, Ness, and Clamine behind Ballgreen. Now option coming this way. Pitches out to Ness. Ness crosses midfield up to the 45, 40. Driven out of bounds, picks up another tight machinery of Fargo 1st down. And again, getting into Frazee territory at the 37, I'll call it 38-yard line. Clock stops at 51 seconds as he was driven out of bounds. Well, I tell you, Ballgreen and Ness make that look flawless. It's just effortless the way they do that option penalty. That's going to be something. We haven't seen a lot of that from this power T the past few years, to be honest with you.
That's correct. And just another thing they've added here and just another dynamic and making it all work.
Ballgreen under center, again, the same 3 in the backfield. This time they're going to do the option this way, and he'll keep it himself. And will he pitch it? No, he's just going to stiff arm a guy to get out at the 35-yard line. So pick up about 3 yards for Ballgreen. Chip away. Stops the clock at 45 seconds left here in the first half. And Derek Hansen, Jesse Grable with you here on AM 740 The Fan, the Barnesville Huddle site. 44-6, Trojans lead. Looking to punch their ticket to the section championship game coming up on Friday late afternoon into the evening against the winner of Pelican Rapids and Hawley, as Ballgreen's going to keep it himself. after the fake give. Crosses, gets a first down, driven out at the 18-yard line after a pickup of about 13 yard lines. And it's just got to be frustrating if you're Frazee. Just when you think you have it, you think you have the up back on the fake give. Bulgren keeps that at his hip. And chase him down is Ben Ryerson, but he just couldn't catch the athletic Bulgren.
Yeah, that freshman. I mean, you're going to be watching that kid for a while too for the Hornets. But the way Bulgren does it is just very Adam Townsfield like. The way he tucks it on the hip and just goes. It's just fun to see.
So Tight Machinery of Fargo first down. Power and precision to grow. 38 seconds left here in the first half. First down and 10 for the Trojans at the 19-yard line of Frazee. Bulgren with Strand, Ness, and Cline behind him. He rolls out the pass, and it's another screen set up, and it's knocked away, and it looks like it'd be scooping a score. Is a possibility. Cline stop him. Going all the way is Andrew Aho. Andrew Aho is tackled down at the 5-yard line. Bulgren is back to pass. He got hit on the pass attempt. I didn't see what the defender was that knocked out his hands, but what a turn of events there. A big break for the Frazee Hornets.
That is. It's a big play, but wow. Connor Cline coming from way back and then making that stop with, short time left to go here.
Clock stops after the turnover at 23 seconds. 44-6 Barnesville leads. They are looking to add to their lead, and then a scoop and almost a score there, getting deep in their own red zone for the Hornets. So, boy, what a turn of events. So Frazee still showing life here.
Yeah, with some of those blitzes, they're really coming in hard on Bulgren there, and you've been able to see it coming in. It finally paid off for the Hornets.
One split to the wide. Vegan under center for Frazee. First down and goal from the 5. He's going to roll it, keep it himself, and he's brought down, and we have a flag. I'm not sure it's going to be a hold or we got a face mask. We'll have to see. It's going to be a hold on Frazee. I did kind of see. It was kind of a late flag, but it looks like the man who just made the long fumble return down the 5 might have been caught with grabbing a little jersey there. So tough break for the Hornets. Clock stops at 17 seconds left here in the first half. Barnesville leading 44-6. And we got a West Funeral Home timeout coming up. West Funeral Home Tribute and Life Center. It's the little things that makes the difference. Derek Hansen, Jesse Grable with you. 17 seconds left here in the first half. It's Barnesville 44, Frazee 6. This is high school football here on AM 740, The Fan.
Dean's Bulk Service is your local fuel provider. For over 50 years, Dean's has been the trusted name in propane and fuel oil. Our legacy of reliable service and exceptional quality means you can count on us for all your heating needs. Whether it's fuel for your home, fuel for your vehicle, or fuel for you, count on us for fast service, great prices, and reliability you can trust. Experience the difference with Dean's Bulk Service, where tradition meets excellence.
At halftime, we knew that one would be a dandy as we were going into it. Of course, all the passing and scoring here, the game might get over before this one, but we'll try to keep you up to date as we go along here. For all the fans of these two teams, wondering who their opponent would be if they can get the win. Barnesville right now in the driver's seat, leading 44-6, but Frazee, after Barnesville's knocking on the door about the 11-yard line, they fumble the ball, and nice return by Andrew Aho, but a penalty makes it first down and goal from the 15-yard line. Snap, Vegan looking to the near side of the end zone, has a man wide open, and it's intercepted. What an interception there. Adam Brandon playing that defensive spot perfectly. What a game he's had at his safety spot today for Barnesville.
That was nice. I mean, the quarterback just floated it up there hoping for his receiver, and it was looking good, but Adam Brandon just turned on the wheels, and there he was.
A little too much air under at the attempt to Dawson Lyman, who's been certainly a nice player, but yeah, keeping them off the scoreboard again, and that's got to be demoralizing for the Hornets. You know, you get that big turnover, getting all the way down into Barnesville territory in the red zone.
Yeah, throwing it into the wind like that. I mean, it's not super windy today, but it's enough to impact the play with Adam Brandon's wheels. So
Adam Brandon, the 6-foot, 140-pound junior.
Trojans take a knee.
So they're going to go into halftime happy with this score. And we'll take a break here, get you the first half story, and talk about what's upcoming, and get you some scores around the region as well. You're listening to high school football here on AM 740 The Fan. Derek Hans and Jesse Grabo with you. Our score at the half. It's Barnesville 44, Frazee 6. This is high school football here on AM 740 The Fan.
Get the facts on the upcoming referendum and make your voice heard on November 5th. Over the past 4 years, Barnesville Public School has cut nearly $900,000 to maintain financial stability, affecting staff, curriculum, and student activities. With rising inflation, the end of pandemic funds, limited state funding, and higher costs, additional funding through these levies is crucial. The operating levy will help preserve class sizes, retain teachers, and support student services and activities. The capital project levy will secure $300,000 annually for technology upgrades and curriculum updates. For the average homeowner, this means an additional $32 per month total, with agricultural land exempt from the operating levy. If the levies fail, class sizes will be impacted, and affecting course offerings and student support will be unavoidable. Click the link or visit our website for more details and make your voice heard on November 5th.
12 at halftime. I mean, I've been around football for a while. The only way you can get 2 points is a safety usually, so something must have happened there. And so now Pelican Rapids has the ball, but 9 minutes left here in the third quarter. Hawley leading Pelican Rapids. Pelican Rapids won the first meeting in this matchup for their homecoming game. Hawley came back after getting down early, and they almost came back to tie that game up. I was catching that game on my way home from here. So that's going to be an interesting matchup. The winner of this game obviously faces the winner of Hawley and Pelican Rapids Friday night at the Fargo Dome at 5:30. Because, yes, folks, people are listening all throughout. The Minnesota Section Championship games on the west side are in North Dakota.
but 5:30, that's interesting because the last how many years it's been 8 o'clock.
Yeah, last year was the first time they had 5:30, and then DGF was on for the
was last year's 5:30
3A.
also?
Yeah, it was
okay.
the first one as well. So, yeah, because we did back-to-back games for that.
Okay.
And DGF is taking on Morris area, Chicago, Alberta tonight for the Section 8 AAA semifinal, and that was a double overtime earlier this year where the Tigers won. That was quite a game.
I heard it was one of those games that could go either way, so that's definitely going to be a good game tonight.
One of the, we talk so much about Section 1, familiar foes to Barnesville. Chatfield leading right now, Dover Iota 53-14, and Caledonia right now leading Lewiston Ultra 20-12. No doubt those two teams, they're no strangers to themselves in the Section 1 AA championship game.
No, they're not.
Looks like that might be the case coming up next weekend as well. As far as 7 AA, Moose Lake Little River over International Falls 28-6. We have, looking at last year's champions, I'm trying to find that down here as well. The team that actually went out to win the championship game, Eden Valley Watkins. They are losing right now to Holding Ford 28-8. That is a stunner. They are the 7th-ranked team in the state right now. Barnesville's number 1, by the way, as far as the seed here sitting. But how about that? Eden Valley Watkins trailing by 20 points, 4 minutes left in the third quarter. That's an eye-opener throughout the state of Minnesota right now.
Yeah, that surprises me.
Yeah, that no doubt about that. So that's something to watch too. Barnum, who has been a team that's really done a lot of job. We talked so much about Moose Lake Willow River out of 7-8 AA. How about that? Barnum's losing to Mesabi East right now at 22-0. The reason that's significant, that might be one of the opponents for whoever wins 8 AA, especially with Barnesville being seated so high. Coming to Brainerd, that might be a situation. So it could be. It's either going to be Brainerd or St. Cloud. Something different this year. They are actually seeding coming out of this. So we'll talk about that when we come back. We got to watch these scores. This is unbelievable. There's some upsets going on. Kimball area, by the way, something to keep track of. They're up 22-0, and the Cubs have been really having a great year. And the people that we know here from the Barnesville area, they got some young man, Hank Meyer, who plays for them with his parents with Barnesville roots. So.
I was going to say, they beat Eden Valley Watkins, didn't they?
Yes, they did earlier in the season.
That's right.
So, and by just a couple points. But we'll follow that, and we come back here in a couple minutes. We'll have the second half action for you. Derek Hansen, Jesse Grable here on AM 740 The Fan. We are in the middle of halftime here for the Section 8 AA semifinals. Barnesville leading Frazee 44-6. Second half coming up here on The Fan.
Get the facts on the upcoming referendum and make your voice heard on November 5th. Over the past 4 years, Barnesville Public School has cut nearly $900,000 to maintain financial stability, affecting staff, curriculum, and student activities. With rising inflation, the end of pandemic funds, limited state funding, and higher costs, additional funding through these levies is crucial. The operating levy will help preserve class sizes, retain teachers, and support student services and activities. The capital project levy will secure $300,000 annually for technology upgrades and curriculum updates. For the average homeowner, this means an additional $32 per month total, with agricultural land exempt from the operating levy. If the levies fail, class sizes will be impacted, and affecting course offerings and student support will be unavoidable. Click the link or visit our website for more details and make your voice heard on November 5th.
All internet companies are created equal. Barnesville's symmetrical system means you can upload data at the same speed you can download, something few companies even offer. This is incredibly important. From connecting with grandkids on Zoom to sharing pictures on Instagram, cutting-edge business, working from home, or the kids uploading their homework. Really fast speeds, great customer service. With Barnesville Internet, we've got you covered, and the future is here today.
By Matt's Automotive and Service Center. More than just experience, they're the standard. Also brought to you by Essentia Health, Titan Machinery of Fargo. Also want to thank West Funeral Home for our timeout sponsor, CI Sport. After the game, we will have our CI Sport of the game. And again, a good front runner there, a senior who's playing his last game on this field, has meant so much going back to his sophomore year. Also, Muscatel, Burns Ford of Holly, Olson Pools and Spas, Linux, Dish Network. Also want to thank Acme Tools, Red Wing Shoes, Welton's Tire Service, Meats by John and Wayne, Dean's Bulk Service, and Farmers National Company for bringing us this afternoon's game. So we'll see kind of adjustments. What do you do when you're down 44-6 to start the second half? I mean, not much has worked for you. Barnes will certainly had a lot of film study coming in. They haven't been able to get a ground going, but Frazee, they need to score quickly. They got to throw it anyway. So.
You're right. I think we're going to see a lot of passes here.
So spread formation coming up. But we mentioned, and we'll keep you up to date on some of these other games going on. Holly just putting on another score. They had look like a safety to start the second half, and now it's 23-12. It's been a while since we've said Holly and Barnesville in the section championship, but it was kind of write it down even in August, and that's the way it was. So it could be an interesting rematch. Holly did give Barnesville some fits in the first half. I really believe in that regular season game, if Holly completes a few more passes, they had a couple drop balls and things like that, it would have made the game a little bit more interesting. It
really did. I mean, they got an athletic quarterback that can be a dangerous threat out there to what they'd bring. So I guess we'll see.
As far as some other area teams on this side of the river, tonight we mentioned 8 AAA Fergus Falls. They host East Grand Forks tonight, and as we mentioned before, Morris area, Chicago, Alberta hosting DGF. Should be a couple of great games going on there as well. Try to get some North Dakota scores. I know on our sister station we got a big matchup going up on the North Dakota side of the river on KFGO right before we head to UND football, and Wyndmere Lidgerwood and Griggs Midkota. So that's coming up. That's going on. So we'll try to get some scores on that here in a little bit as well. So Bryson Christopherson going to kick things off. Barnesville kicking off to Frazee, going left to right, leading 44-6. Christopherson boots it away. And a nice job there of picking up at the 25-yard line. Not able to slip away from the tackle at the 32-yard line. Dawson Lyman with the return.
Wrapped up by number 51, Jack Dorton. Alex Dorton.
Nice to see Alex get in there. We talked so much about these seniors playing their last game on this field, and Alex Dorton, one of those, 6 foot, 175-pound senior. So see what type of formation. Is there any different looks that the offense will have? I mean, Frazee's shown like a whole bunch of different looks here the past 2 weeks. They kind of almost did a power T formation against Park Rapids to get to this point with their 24-23 win last week. And we're going with a power T with a wide split out to the near side. Vegan, handoff give. Again, that goes to Lyman. Lyman not much there. Picks up maybe 2 yards in the play. But the run game, this game compared to 2 Wednesdays ago, it's night and day right now. I mean, no doubt the Trojans have done a lot of looking at what went wrong in that first matchup.
Right. It definitely does not look the same.
So bring up a second down and 8 now for Frazee. They're at their own 36-yard line. And we'll see at some point if there's going to be some substitutions as we get further in, as Jack Bredman is a senior playing corner to the near side. Vegan, handoff give again. Not much there for Lyman. Maybe he picks up another yard. It's going to be a long 3rd down and 7. And interesting, they're kind of running the ball. I just kind of wonder if you're sitting in a situation here, are they trying to get out of here, keep the defense honest? As Catch Tool comes in and gets the big tackle for the Trojans on that 1-yard gain.
All right, well, number 2, big Carter Sonberg coming back in, going out wide left. Third and still long.
Well, watch that, the 6'4" wide receiver to the near side here. Vegan rolls out. He's looking for him. And instead it gets in the hands of the receiver who catches the ball, and that was Nagel. Nagel was able to hang on to his Nick Robin, who was trying to strip it out of his hands.
Boy, he had hands on it, but it was close there. It was a fight for the ball.
They were fighting for it. Maybe a pickup of another yard. It's going to be a 4th down and a long 6. They'll say it's 7. They'll say no gain. So a big 4th down and 7 now for the Hornets here to keep this drive sustained and not give the ball back to the Trojans. They do not want to go 3 and out. There's no doubt. 9:58 left here in the third quarter. 3 split to the far side now for Vegan. And he's rolling back to pass, and he's going to punt it, a little pooch punt. And again, I'm going to go chase it down. I think he is. And he's just going to stay away from it. But a nice idea there. Vegan pooch punts it. No one there. Keeps all the hands at number 6 for the Trojans. So the Trojans will have it 1st down and 10 deep in their own territory at the 18-yard line. You can't execute that much better than what the Hornets did, I'll tell you. But it does again give the Trojans the ball. As Jacob Strand is now in at quarterback. How about that?
Get that young man some reps.
Well, having this type of lead, kind of saw this with the Vikings with Christian Darisaw just trying to run out the clock, and then he has a season-ending knee injury. That's not what you want in a situation like this. So Jake Strand under quarterback, and he hands it off, and breaking it free is Cline. Breaks across to the 30, to the 40, and he's brought down at midfield. A touchdown-saving tackle by Connor Sonberg for the Frazee Hornets. But how about that? Out of nowhere, Jake Strand hands the ball off. I thought he kept the ball, and it was a nice run there by Cline, and Major Nets kind of give him grief. Hey, just keep going. You could have outran him.
Oh, that's just it. I mean, you had 3 juniors in the backfield, freshman under center, and, I think a lot of people had thought that young Strand had the ball there, and just beautifully,
you fooled me.
Beautifully run.
Power T formation against Cline. This time Elias Cox in, and they give the ball him. I did see that one. Cox did get that fullback trap play. Picks up about 3 yards on the play.
Brought down by number 61 for the Hornets, Chase Labby. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but 234-pound junior.
So pick up a 3 there for Elias Cox. Is now coming in on offense is Adam Brandon. So he's at the fullback position now. Nice to get him some reps there. Handoff gives to Cline. Cline is able to break a tackle and surge forward for about 2 more yards. Bring him a 3rd down and a long 5. Aho with the tackle. I think if I said Nagel and Aho for tackles, I'd be pretty safe each and every year I do Frazee games, right? I mean, is that safe to say?
That's pretty
synonymous name with that area.
Yeah, and then I'd throw a Mo in there too. So.
That's true. 3rd down and 6 for the Trojans in Frazee territory at the 47-yard line, leading 44-6. Jake Strand under center. Spins around. Now he's back to pass. And now it's a screenplay to Brandon, but it's snuffed out. It's going to be a big loss. He'd almost better off dropping that ball. Instead, it's a loss of about 11 yards.
Big loss. Tackled by number 10, Cash Osterman, a junior for the Frazee Hornets. Another good wrestler there.
Yeah, Osterman, he saw that, and he just snuffed that out quickly. So are we actually going to see a punt? We'll see.
Be the first punt of the game for the Trojans if they do that.
I don't know if they've punted more than I can count on one hand, to be honest, all year long. I mean, which unfortunately there's been a couple turnovers in there, but once they cross the 50, they usually go for it. Strand's back to punt for the Trojans. He boots it off, and he gets roughed, but they do call it. And it's going to go out of bounds at the 34-yard line. That's a tough break for the Hornets. But he sat there on his plant leg, and I'm sure it's going to be a personal foul.
Yeah.
That's a tough break for the Hornets, and you almost think should we play receive, we actually get them to turn the ball over and essentially punting, which doesn't happen very often. Instead, it'll be a Trojan 1st down.
You just can't help but wonder. I mean, you're down by this much, the frustrations, the different things like that go into play, and sometimes you let your emotions get the better of you, and that's sports sometimes.
So that'll make it 1st down, a Titan Machinery of Fargo 1st down for the Trojans. Good territory into the Frazee 42-yard line. As again, Jake Strand's under center, and I said before, this is the future for 3 years after this one of Jake Strand probably playing quarterback. As he pitches out, Cline has it, crosses the 40, gets up to the 35, cuts inside, and that's Elias Cox to the 25, so it's Elias Cox.
Yes, great run by Elias. Great blocking there by Cline, Major Ness, Rob Dew, they all went out there, just well-run play.
So Elias Cox with the Titan Machinery of Fargo first down, power and precision to grow. And right now, we're already at 6:36 left here in the third quarter, so Barnesville doing what they want to do is keep this clock rolling. Strand under center. Cline goes in a motion to the far side. He's going to pitch out to Brandon. Brandon cuts across, gets to the 25, goes all the way, gets to the sideline, breaks the tackle, has a first down, driven out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Another Titan Machinery first down for the Trojans as they go deep into the red zone now. So
same exact play as last time, except just to the left.
Boy, the speed, the athleticism, and I'm guessing it's where a lot of these teams in 8AA, you start seeing these younger kids running like this. You're going, does it ever end, right? I mean, that's...
Well, not bad for a kid that just came out football like 2 weeks in the season last year, so that's pretty impressive on the young number 9, Adam Braden.
Well, he's had a heck of a year, there's no doubt. As under center is Strand. He's going to spin around. Delay give up the middle is Cline. He drives his way forward all the way up to the 5-yard line. Brings up a second down and 3 yards to go for the Trojans.
6-yard pickup.
I'll say it's a 6-yard pickup, so it's a second down and 4. They're at the 6-yard line. Get to the 2-yard line, they can reset the downs. Clock down to 5:47 left here in the third quarter. 44-6. Trojans leading Frazee. Winner to play, either Hawley or Pelican Rapids. Hawley leading by 10 last check. We'll see how that is. And Major Ness, he takes it, and he scoots across, and he gets in for a touchdown. I didn't know if they were called right away, but it's a Trojan touchdown, 6-yard touchdown run for Major Ness, and that makes the score 50-6. Major Ness, he just kind of walked in, literally. I mean, that he makes that look really easy.
Well, that's just it. I mean, it's like he's gliding. I mean,
it really is. You might see him.
I mean, just so smooth that the gliding looks like walking, right? Like Eric Dickerson or something like that.
It's just amazing.
It's fun to watch.
It was a delayed handoff to him to the near side, and he just kind of literally just stumbled in as Gannon Ballgreen kind of getting a little bit of water, hanging out. 2-point conversion comes in, and Maury with the 2-point conversion. Number 55, does a lot from the linebacker position, a lot in the interior line. There's another senior getting a score on a point after attempt, and that makes the score with 5:28 left here in the third quarter. It's Barnesville 52, the Frazee Hornet 6. You're listening to high school football here on AM 740 The Fan.
Dean's Bulk Service is your local fuel provider. For over 50 years, Dean's has been the trusted name in propane and fuel oil. Our legacy of reliable service and exceptional quality means you can count on us for all your heating needs. Whether it's fuel for your home, fuel for your vehicle, or fuel for you, count on us for fast service, great prices, and reliability you can trust. Experience the difference with Dean's Bulk Service, where tradition meets excellence.
Welcome back. Major Ness with a 6-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion good to Colin Maury. It's 52-6. Trojans leading. Derek Hansen, Jesse Grable with you here at Barnesville High School, Barnesville Athletic Complex. Winner faces Hawley or Pelican Rapids, and right now Hawley has got a nice lead, 23 now to 18. So Pelican Rapids scoring again, 23-18, 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That's a dandy. As the kickoff for the Trojan goes, and all the way down to the 20, up to the 30 to the 35-yard line.
Brought down by Alex Dorton.
Grossman showing that speed again. I think on the offensive side of the ball, I think I'd try to get Grossman the ball a little bit. He's been impressive in the open field when he's done on the special teams plays.
And only a sophomore, too. But how about the kicking from Bryson Fortnite Christopherson there?
Yeah, that's the thing they've tried a lot of different kickers all year long, and he's probably been the first time they've been consistently hitting them deep.
It's been nice to see.
So Frazee has it. First down and 10 from their own 35-yard line, trailing 52-6. 5:22 left here in the third quarter. And handoff up the middle, dive, give.
Crazy carry by number 22.
And Nagel with the carry there. I kind of feel, I don't want to say this too much, Russ Hackle, the head coach for the Hornets, he might be, some of these dive plays, we might be throwing the white flag here. Let's get the third quarter running time, because this is kind of one of these situations here where the inevitable part of this, and I don't really fault him, right? I mean,
right.
It's just you're stopping the clock the more you pass it. And a lot of bad things can happen in high school football if you throw it too much, as we know, make the score even more lopsided than it is.
Well, let's just say we've had a couple the Hornets have had a couple turnovers, with their passing game too. So
power T formation. This time he is back to pass, right? When I say that, he's looking for Sonberg, who gets the catch and gets down at the 38-yard line. They'll say he got away up and out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So, Titan Machinery of Fargo first down. Carter Sonberg. A lot of the faithful here is looking for OPI, but they're not going to get it at this point. And he's doing a nice job extending that to all like Chris Carter or Michael Irvin. I think it's a pretty good move. And
First and 10 for the Hornets.
so, 4:15 left here in the third quarter. First down for the Hornets into Trojan territory at the 37-yard line. Vegan under center, he has two split, and handoff goes up the middle. Nice Dennis Lyman for it. Dawson Lyman with the carry. A nice first down carry. You haven't had a lot of those this game compared to the last game they played in the regular season. Pickup of 4 brings up a second down and 6 now for the Hornets at the Barnesville 37-yard line.
Yeah, that last game we definitely saw a lot more Dawson Lineman action. I mean, that kid, young kid was doing a nice job.
From the Trojan 33-yard line.
So it moves up to the 33, I should say. Second down and 6 coming up for the Hornets. Go back to a... Well, they do have two split at the right side. They do have a wing back, and that is Nagel. Sonberg again split out to the far side. Now in motion goes Grossman, and up the middle, a nice carry there by Nagel. Should move the chains as he picks up about 8 yards on the play. Gets up to the Trojan 25-yard line. Titan Machinery of Fargo first down. First down and 10 for the Hornets at the Trojan 25-yard line. Clock starts rolling again with 3:12 left here in the third quarter. Frazee trailing 52-6.
Senior Cash Tool coming out right now, being substituted for number 70, sophomore Martin Duquette. Martin Duquette had a really good game, filling in for, I'm trying to remember who it was now, but he definitely got a lot of playing time in the game against the Crooks and Pirates and did a nice job.
So now two split up. One single set now is Nagel behind Vegan. And Sonberg, the big 6'4" wide receiver this way, and they aren't going to look for him. And it's a attempt over the middle, trying to leak out is Asher Blaine. That's the intended receiver. Clock stops at 2:38 on the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now coming up for the Hornets at the Trojan 25-yard line. He had him there just a little bit too high, and luckily Brandon for Hornets didn't come and pick it off because he would have been going the other way. So again, clock stops at 2:38, 52-6, and once we get to the fourth quarter, there won't be much stopping the clock because it'll be running time if this score holds up here. 35 points and over, and we're going to have a West Funeral Home timeout. West Funeral Home and Life Tribute Center, the little things that make the difference, bring you this timeout. It's high school football as we got the Minnesota 8AA semifinals. 2:38 left here in the third quarter. It's Barnesville 52, the Frazee Hornets 6. Here's the high school football on 740 The Fan.
Barnesville High School Trojans Athletics is brought to you by Barnesville Grocery, Four Hill Farms, Bull Green Construction, Barnesville Drug and Hardware, Commercial Ceiling Systems, Work Local, Cody's Car Clinic, Dean's Bulk Service, Ratzo's Pool Hall, Sun Control and Decorative Film, Barnesville Internet, C&S Cleaning and Restoration, Lee's Electric. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and go Trojans!
Welcome back. Barnesville High School, Derek Hansen, Jesse Grable with you. Minnesota 8AA semifinals. Barnesville leading 52-6. Frazee has it, second down and 10 from the Barnesville 25-yard line. A barn burner going on in Pelican Rapids right now. Hawley leading Pelican Rapids 23-20. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Winner of this game plays the winner of that game. As coming in and first carry of the game, there is Mason Mickelson. Nice carry, picks up about 5 yards, brings up a third down and a long 5 for the Hornets, getting up to the 20-yard line of the Trojans. They'll mark him down to 21. So third down and 6 coming up.
6'4", 6 foot, 167-pound sophomore.
Yeah, he had a nice burst coming through there. So we are seeing some substitutions. Some eye-opening games going on. Staples Motley taking care of Monaga right now, 50-6. Kimball taking care of Royalton, 30-0. And looks like last year's state champions, Eden Valley Watkins, is going to go down there, losing to Holdingford with 9 minutes left, 34-14. As on the carry and getting the sack, and nice job there. I shouldn't say sack, but Parker Strom coming back there and getting the job done as the tailback on the play had nowhere to go because Parker Strum blew up that play.
He did. He just kind of, it almost looked like he slipped off and went to the ground, still made the wrap up at the ankles and brought him right down.
So that brings up fourth down for the Hornets at the 24-yard line of the Trojans. Fourth down and 9 to go. Vegan under center. That's 2 behind him. Fake give. Looking, has a man. And it's knocked around. It's incomplete. Turnover on downs. And I was wondering if
broken up by number 55, Colin Morey.
I was wondering if Morey was going to actually try to catch it and get an interception, but the best thing there would have probably been to knock it down. So, see what nice field position are the Trojans with 1:10 left here in the third quarter, leading 52-6. Chatfield, number 2 team in state, leading Dover Oila 53-14. They'll face their old friends Caledonia, it looks like, as Caledonia defeated Lewiston Ultra 20-12. Jake Strand under center. Spins around, hands off to Clamine, and he has nowhere to go. Loss on the play of about 4 yards. Nice job there by Andrew Aho. Pretty simple tackle there. The wrestling backgrounds, these Ahos, you know, they know how to tackle.
Yes, they do.
Second down and a 13 coming up now for the Trojans. This might be the last play of the third quarter. Strand has Brandon behind him. Hand off to him, and no, he keeps it himself. Breaks free to the 30, up to the 35 and the 40. And I thought Connor Clamine had the ball.
You weren't alone.
Jacob Strand, he did the old Adam Tonsfeld, Gannon Ballgreen, throw it at your hip and fool everyone, including the play-by-play guy in that one.
He would have been gone, but number 28 for the Hornets, Aiden Grossman, brought him down.
He's fast. Grossman's fast, and that was a touchdown-saving tackle, and it was, again, the last play of the third quarter. We have finished 3 quarters of play. Running time will commence now here as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the 8AA semifinals of section football here in Minnesota. Our score after 3 quarters played, it's the Barnesville Trojans 52, the Frazee Hornets 6. It's a high school football here on AM 740, The Fan.
Get the facts on the upcoming referendum and make your voice heard on November 5th. Over the past 4 years, Barnesville Public School has cut nearly $900,000 to maintain financial stability, affecting staff, curriculum, and student activities. With rising inflation, the end of pandemic funds, limited state funding, and higher costs, additional funding through these levies is crucial. The operating levy will help preserve class sizes, retain teachers, and support student services and activities. The capital project levy will secure $300,000 annually for technology upgrades and curriculum updates. For the average homeowner, this means an additional $32 per month total, with agricultural land exempt from the operating levy. If the levies fail, class sizes will be impacted, and affecting course offerings and student support will be unavoidable. Click the link or visit our website for more details and make your voice heard on November 5th.
First and 10 for the Trojans from their 40-yard line.
Welcome back. So we head to the fourth quarter. Derek Hansen, Jesse Grable with you. The Minnesota Section 8AA semifinals. Barnesville leading 52-6 over Frazee, and they have the ball. Jake Strand, the freshman, handoff give and bouncing outside, crossing the 40, not able to break free in the tackle. But Braden Dunham, we talked about his speed and the future that he has playing for the Trojans. Braden Dunham, the 6 foot, 155-pound sophomore. Not much there, so gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. It's a 2nd down and 10 at their own 40 for the Trojans.
Now working in number 15 for the Trojans, a freshman, Tate Pona.
Tate Pona, obviously that name familiar with the Trojans. His older brother playing for a very good football team a couple years ago. And Strand keeps himself in the fake, give up the middle, and he's going to be spinning around. He breaks another tackle, crosses midfield. Are you kidding me? Oh, Jake Strand showing some magic there. He was tackled for maybe a 4-yard carry, and all of a sudden he bounces outside, gets a tight machinery of Fargo first down.
Nice job. And also contributing to that, too, is number 72, Alex Froning, junior, with a nice block there.
I think he's just trying to spin to stay in bounds, and then before you knew it, he spun on the tackle.
I think you're right.
Remind me a little bit of his older brother Michael on that one. Just Michael is a tough load to bring down as a tailback. For people who remember watching him before he went to play for the Dragons for this club. He just wasn't able to get the state because of a guy by the name of Ben Elson. That was kind of a tough thing all those years. So 1st down and 10, handoff give to Brandon, and not much there. He stopped for maybe a yard loss. It brings it back to the 45-yard line to Frazee. 52-6. Again, Aho with the tackle. Barnesville leads. They have the ball. 2nd down and 10. 10 minutes left to go here in the ball game. They will face the winner of Pelican Rapids and Holly, who are in a barn burner right now in Lakes Country. 23-26 minutes left. Pelican Rapids got to stop, and they have the ball right now, down by 3. We'll just keep you up to date on that. And it looks like we have a false start coming up. So that'll back up the Trojans, make it 2nd down and about 16 to go now. We'll move them back in their own territory. Back it up to their own 49-yard line.
First type of penalty like that for the Trojans this game.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, they've played about as clean of a game as you can. Outside of the fumble on the sack with Gannon Bowlgreen that just bounced back and almost went for a touchdown. Outside of that, it's been pretty flawless by the Trojans today, no doubt. So 2nd down at 16, right about at midfield, and back to pass. The Strand setting up a screen to Brandon. Brandon has it the 45 to the 50. Breaks across to the 40, 35, 30. 1st down for the Trojans. Unbelievable. What a run there by Adam Brandon.
Well, that's just it. I mean, it looks like he was going to get tackled a couple times, but just his speed just opened up, and those guys on the outside could not keep up with him in the flats.
So tight machinery of Fargo, 1st down for the Trojans. Clock keeps on rolling. 8:42 left here in the game. Trying to put the finishing touches on this one. Jake Strand under center. Man in motion, pitch out. This time to Elias Cox, who breaks across the 25, and he gets down to about the 23-yard line. Pick up about 4 yards.
Brought down by number 54 of the Hornets, Andrew Aho.
I think we're saying his name a lot here.
We are
in the
at
second half.
That line. Actually, he's not even a linebacker. But he's everywhere.
Yeah, it's trying to get into that second level, and the Trojans are able to do it quite a bit. So nice carry there by Cox. Brings up a 2nd down and 6 yards to go for the Trojans in Frazee territory at the 23-yard line. Handoff give to Brandon, and he spins out of a tackle, crosses the 20, and then he gets close to the 1st down, You want to talk about making something of nothing. He was stopped at the line of scrimmage and literally spun all that tackle, much the way that Jacob Strand did in that last play. He's able to move the chains. Another Titan machinery, a Fargo first down for the Trojans.
First and 10 for the Trojans.
Well, the cupboard is not going to be bare. We talked about some of the seniors who are playing their last game on this field, but you can see some of the specialty players that have done such a nice job. I mean, talk about some of the interior linemen, too, what they've done so far for the Trojans. I mean, we mentioned before, I didn't think that Carson Smith was playing. Well, he is, and he certainly has made a difference. But some of the young men on this interior line have kind of unsung heroes as Cox goes into motion. Pitch out to Brandon. Brandon stringing it out, following his blocker, and he's able to cut through, get a nice tackle there. Just touchdown saving tackle by the Hornets. But Brandon is able to move the chains again, getting down to the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal from the 5 for the Trojans.
When you look at that, when you talk about the linemen, some of that's the unsung heroes. Number 58, a senior, Aiden Kent, a 3-year starter now,
Right.
I believe, and just consistent and just getting the job done. A kid that's put on a lot of muscle, a lot of strength, a lot of time in the weight room was paid off, and you're seeing it here making the difference.
Hawley just scored. Not sure how they score, but it's 30-20 now with 4 minutes left, so they might be renewing the old rivalry up at the Fargo Dome as handoff gives up the middle. It's a touchdown for the Trojans. Dunham with the touchdown for the Trojans, and that'll make it 60-6 in favor of Barnesville.
23, Breen Dunham.
So a 5-yard touchdown run by Braden Dunham, extending the lead for the Trojans.
Number 23, Breen Dunham.
No kicking game to name for the point after attempt, so he will go for 2 only because I don't think they've kicked an extra point all year long.
Not on this level. On the junior varsity level, I did see a couple attempts, and they were good by Bryson Christofferson.
So Strand keeps it. He's breaking more tackles. He's finally tripped up, and nice stop there by Noah Mockelson. So that'll point after attempt's no good, but with 5:54 left here in this ball game, it's the Barnesville Trojans 58, the Frazee Hornets 6. You're listening to high school football here on AM 740, The Fan. That's right. I think most people get the idea what's going on at this point.
Under 4 minutes to go. Pick it out for the Trojans, number 20, Bryson Christofferson.
Bryson Christofferson going to kick it off after the 5-yard touchdown run by Dunham for the Trojans. 58-6. Sorry, my math not very good in the last one. 58-6. Trojans with the lead, and tripping up and taking the return back was William Stroberg. Stroberg with the return there. It'll be first down and 10 for the Hornets as we got running time going and clock is rolling past the 5-minute mark. A couple of scores to get you. Bison, big winners today. Just about a minute left. 59-6. Leading Murray State late in that game. Wild lose to the Flyers today, 7-5. Don't forget over on KFGO tonight, North Dakota taking on Youngstown State. 4 o'clock is the pregame show. 5 o'clock is the kickoff with Jack Michaels. As it's first down and 10 now. Minnesota, by the way, the Gophers, 31-3, second quarter against the Terrapins. So how about that? As coming up, and Blake Sonberg the tailback.
Crazy carry by number 41, Blake Sonberg.
Picks up about 6 yards on that carry. It'll bring 2nd down and 4 for the Hornets now. Getting up to their own 41-yard line. Smith with a big tackle there.
Blake Sonberg, a freshman for the Hornets and a very good wrestler.
The 41-yard line.
Seems to be a theme.
New quarterback for the Hornets, number 5, Ian Kildee.
So Ian Kildee, the quarterback now. 3:36 left in the game. Running time going. Kildee takes a snap. Handoff, give up the middle. Nothing there. Sonberg again wrapped up.
Crazy carry by number 11.
Nice tackle there by Martin Dukic. Mentioned sophomore, 280 pounds. They got some size up front, and that was a concern kind of coming in, losing, as I said, Justin Cougar last year to graduation. They got some guys up front who have been doing a nice job. So
Yeah, number 64 for the Trojans, Wyatt Mastu Conklin coming in now in the game. Martin Dukic coming out. Getting a number of other guys in.
see Jackson Meyer in there. His cousin's playing for Kimball. Who knows? How would that be?
You never know.
Now back to pass. Frazee has a man, and it's going to be over the outstretched hands. The only person there to maybe get it was Benjamin Brayton. He was back in coverage for the Trojans. Incomplete, but the clock keeps on rolling here with running time. 58-6. The score.
Number 49 coming in for the Trojans. That's a freshman, Charlie Peterson.
For the Hornets from their 40-yard line.
So 4th down and 5 for the Hornets. They're at their own 40, and they're going to punt it away. And Jake Strand's back deep to receive it. And they'll let it boot. Strand going to pick it up at the 33-yard line. Crosses the 40. Jukes a few people out, and now we got flags everywhere. And it's at the 40 to the 30. He's going to be pushed around out about the 28-yard line, but I'm guessing something's happening when we're coming back because there's laundry all over the field right now. Not sure what they're... So some type of illegal block in the back or something with the Trojans.
Illegal block on the Trojans.
So with the score 58-6, the Trojans will have it. Minute 45 left in the game, and they're again we'll get the scores going on. We're following 2A closely, obviously. The winner will face Hawley and Pelican Rapids. Pelican Rapids has the ball. They're down by 10, 30-20. 4 minutes left in the fourth.
You said it before. I say it again. Barn burner.
One of the teams I think is going to be tough to beat with Jackson County Central. They're leading late in the third quarter. Only 16-0 though. Pipestone, Redwood Valley, 9-8. Osakis defeated Pillager 16-15. What a game there. Staples Motley taking care of Monaga 50-12. So we're taking victory formation now for Jake Strand. I think one more play should probably do it. It was halftime when we still had about 5 minutes left in the second quarter for Hawley and Pelican Rapids. And, of course, with a closer game, they're kind of coming down the wire. So we'll follow that one closely. Hopefully we'll get a final score before we end the post-game show.
And I'm just going to guess. I bet that's a aerial game there between the two. I'm just going to guess.
Yeah, they both like to certainly balance. They both like to have a little balanced attack, that's for sure. And the final snap is coming up here for the Barnesville Trojans, so that'll wrap it up as the Barnesville Trojans will await the winner of that Hawley Pelican Rapids game for the championship for the Section 8 AA, and they're right to go on to state. That'll be coming up a Friday night, 5:30 at the Fargo Dome. When we come back here on the post-game show, we'll have our CI player of the game. Thank all the sponsors and wrap things up here. Derek Hansen, Jesse Grable with you. Again, our final score. It's the Barnesville Trojans 58, the Frazee Hornets 6. This is high school football here on AM 740 The Fan.
Barnesville Trojans 58, the Frazee Hornets 6.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Sure.